Concrete surface preparation is critical to the success of any high-performance epoxy floor coating systems. On-grade concrete should have an effective moisture vapor barrier. New concrete must be cured for a minimum of 28 days. Curing compounds should not be used on new concrete where coatings are to be applied. Excellent Coatings recommends that on-grade concrete substrates be tested for moisture according to the ASTM Standard Practice E1907-97. Calcium chloride test kits are available from Excellent Coatings. Excel Coat epoxy coating should not be used if test results are 3 pounds or more. A measure of greater than 3 pounds per square foot per 24 hours may compromise coating adhesion. All concrete to receive coating should have a 5.0 to 6.0 mil surface profile that may be achieved by shot blasting or careful acid etching. The etched finish should be similar to the texture of 80 grit sandpaper. Cracks in the concrete should be repaired. Route out cracks using a crack chaser. Prime the routed and cleaned cracks, and then apply an epoxy crack repair material to repair all cracks. Crack repair material should be finished so that the exposed surface is smooth and flush with the surrounding floor surface. Expansion joints and control joints should be honored. Expansion joints may be filled with an elastomeric urethane sealant once the floor coating has been installed. Prime coat application for all Excel Coat epoxy floor systems. Once the floor surface has been prepared and masked, mix the primer components. For this high solids epoxy primer, it is recommended to mix a half of the 2-gallon kit at a time, making sure that the mix ratio is 1:1. Apply primer coat to the perimeter of the area first, using a brush to cut in. Excel Coat PC 155 primer is applied at a rate of 250 square feet per gallon. Using a 3/4 inch nap, lint-free phenolic core roller, back roll the primer, keeping the roller cover wet at all times. The primer coat shall be done in a swift and efficient manner since material has a short pot life. Allow primer to cure 2 to 4 hours or until tack is gone. Typically, the prime coat can be applied in the morning and be ready to top coat by early afternoon. Never exceed 24 hours before applying epoxy color coat. Be sure to allow for cross ventilation during this time. Vinyl chip system or light texture using bleached aluminum oxide. Mix one kit at a time of pre-measured Part A and Part B, Excel Coat CM15. Mix for 4 minutes at a low speed using a drill motor and mixing attachment. Using a brush, cut in the color coat at the perimeter. Material should be brush applied up onto the coating, being careful to avoid drips and runs. Apply the epoxy color coat to the floor area by pouring material out in a ribbon pattern. Pull the material tight with a squeegee. Back roll the material with a clean 3/4 inch nap, lint-free phenolic core roller. Excel Coat CM15 color coat is applied at a rate of 250 square feet per gallon to yield 5.0 mils. Keep roller cover wet at all times. Check closely for puddles and roll to eliminate them. Immediately following Excel Coat CM15 color coat application, either vinyl chips or aluminum oxide are now broadcast by hand or by sprinkling can into the wet epoxy. Remember to address the perimeter surfaces first. Old metal-tipped golf shoes or spiked shoes must be worn by the person broadcasting the chips. Care should be taken when walking on wet coating. For a granite-like appearance, vinyl chips may be applied to provide a light broadcast, or they may be applied to provide 100% coverage. Chip requirements must be estimated using 6 pounds per 100 square feet for 100% coverage, or 2 to 3 pounds per 100 square feet for a light sprinkling. Allow to dry 6 to 8 hours or overnight. For a solid-colored floor with light texture, bleached aluminum oxide may be used in lieu of colored vinyl chips. A light to medium sprinkling may be achieved using 1 pound per 100 square feet. Scraping and brooming. Ensure that the floor surface is dry enough to walk on. Sweep the floor surface with a stiff bristled broom. Using a wallboard scraper or steel finishing trowel, lightly scrape the surface so that the broadcast material setting on an angle will be knocked down. Repeat the process in the other direction as well. Thoroughly sweep and blow the surface clean prior to sealing. Applying seal coats. For the vinyl chip finish, 1 to 2 clear seal coats of Excelcoat CT332 is applied to provide a UV-resistant, durable, shiny, clear finish. For a solid color finish, the Excelcoat CT352 is applied to provide a high gloss color finish over the lightly textured surface. Seal coats must be applied within 24 hours following the epoxy coat application. Seal coats must be properly mixed using the pre-measured Part A and Part B components. Apply seal coats to the perimeter areas first. While rolling out of a puddle as shown here, in the field it is better to pour the material onto the deck in a ribbon pattern, pull it down with a squeegee, and then back roll it with a lint-free phenolic core roller, as was done with the CM15 color coat. This method provides more even thickness than rolling out of a puddle. Material is applied at a rate of 350 square feet per gallon. Allow the seal coat to dry 12 to 24 hours between coats. Do not exceed the 24-hour period before applying the second seal coat. 2 clear seal coats are recommended over the vinyl chip broadcast. 1 color seal coat can be used for the solid color finished floor with bleached aluminum oxide. An additional seal coat of the clear CT332 may be applied over the color seal coat for additional UV protection and wear. When 2 seal coats are to be applied over aluminum oxide, a little more aggregate may be broadcast into the color coat to provide adequate skid resistance. A finished floor should be allowed to dry and thoroughly cure. It can receive light foot traffic in 24 to 36 hours following the finish coat. It is recommended to wait at least 5 days before exposing it to vehicular traffic. 7 days are preferable. Be sure to refer to Excellent Coatings product application guides for instructions on proper handling of materials in regard to health and safety.